We've all had that one summer that changed everything. For Belly, that summer was never just about sunburns or secret kisses. It was about love that refused to fade. And if you thought Season 3, Part 2 would calm things down, oh no. From episodes 6 to 11, every moment feels like watching a slow-motion heart explode. Episode 6, the high after the peach scene, it opens right after the infamous peach scene. Fans are still dizzy, and Belly and Jeremiah are trying to be adults, apartment hunting, dealing with bills, pretending they understand credit scores. Jeremiah maxes out a card for free Bruins tickets, and we all just shake our heads. He's trying so hard to be grown, but he's still that boy searching for approval. Meanwhile, Belly's messy energy continues, literally and emotionally. She's singing in the shower, she's making her dad's coffee wrong, she's driving everyone crazy. Yet beneath the chaos, you sense a quiet unraveling. She's planning a wedding that doesn't feel real. Every decision she makes seems to be shadowed by someone she's not supposed to think about, Conrad. Then comes the diner scene. Conrad, noticing that Belly hasn't been eating, reaches out to Laurel. He's gentle, almost desperate to help. The moment lands like a gut punch. Conrad isn't the careless boy anymore. He's the one who notices when Belly is falling apart. And Laurel sees it too, the kind of care that isn't loud but steady, real. It's the first time we see that Conrad's love language is simply showing up. Episode 7, the dance before the Stormbelly's bridal shower. The bachelorette chaos, the Paris tension, everything collides in this episode. We see her surrounded by friends, champagne, and laughter, yet she's distant, like a ghost at her own celebration. She's marrying Jeremiah, but her mind keeps drifting back to someone else. Every small moment becomes a crack in her perfect future. A conversation with Conrad that she shouldn't have, a glance that lingers too long. Taylor sees it, we see it, and Belly feels it too. Then, the flashback with the unicorn gift, Conrad once again showing up in the quietest ways. It's not grand gestures. It's the small, devastating kind of love that never dies. And then, the cheating scene. The moment that split the fandom in half. Conrad is hurt, vulnerable, and Belly reaches for him. The tension builds, the world disappears, and suddenly, it's not about right or wrong. It's about two people who never really stopped loving each other. It's messy, painful, and unforgettable. Episode 8. Reality hits back, the fallout begins. Jeremiah senses the shift but can't name it. Belly tries to push through, convincing herself that what happened with Conrad was a mistake. But guilt doesn't fade. It festers. At the same time, Conrad confesses to Laurel that Belly isn't ready. It's the moment where the show stops being a love triangle and starts being a study of heartbreak. Jeremiah wants stability, Conrad wants redemption, and Belly just wants peace. But peace isn't part of this story. Then comes the dinner scene, the tension so thick it's almost unbearable. The brothers' rivalry boils over. Everything unsaid rises to the surface. Jeremiah tries to act unbothered. Conrad is all restraint and pain. By the end, you realize there's no villain here. Only people who love too much and too wrong. Episode 9, The Letters and the Fall. This episode carries the emotional weight of the whole season. Conrad writes letters, raw, honest, and full of longing. Belly reads them in silence, each word a reminder that the story isn't finished. Jeremiah and Conrad finally talk, really talk, at Susanna's grave. No yelling, no punches, just two boys realizing that forgiveness is harder than love. Meanwhile, Belly tries to live again. She's in Paris now, breathing a different kind of air, walking streets that don't know her past. But even in the city of light, shadows follow. She meets new people, laughs again, flirts again. But her heart still stumbles at every reminder of home. Her mom gives her her passport, a symbolic push to go live. Maybe that's the heart of it. Sometimes you have to leave to find the version of yourself that can finally stay. Episode 10, Paris, healing, and almost moving on time skips. Belly's hair is shorter, her eyes a little clearer. Paris has softened her edges but not erased the ache. She works, she learns, she flirts with Benito, the sweet, carefree boy who helps her forget for a while. Taylor visits, and for the first time, Belly seems genuinely okay. But then the letters start again. Conrad's words travel across oceans, gentle, aching confessions. In case I haven't made it clear, I think about you a lot. It's the line that turns the whole season into poetry. Belly doesn't respond right away, but her silence says everything. She's not ready, yet she can't let go. Episode 11, the rooftop. The confession, the choice, and then the ending that silences the internet. Conrad arrives in Paris. The city glows, and so does their unresolved history. They walk, talk, and slowly peel back years of distance. Belly laughs again, really laughs. They end up on a rooftop, the skyline behind them, both finally honest. Maybe this love is too great to ever fade, she says, half afraid, half free. They dance, they remember, they forgive. The kiss under the Paris sky feels like closure and beginning at once. The next morning, she almost lets him go again, but something in her shifts. She runs after him, breathless, choosing him, not out of nostalgia, but clarity. I choose you, she says. Simple, final, true. The final montage stitches everyone back together. Jeremiah healing, Laurel smiling, Taylor and Stephen happy, and Belly walking through Paris, her heart lighter. The season ends not with fireworks, but with peace. Because The Summer I Turned Pretty was never just about who Belly ends up with. It was about growing up, forgiving and realizing that love, real love, isn't perfect. It's patient, it's flawed, and sometimes it takes crossing oceans to come back home to it.